The same question plagues every generation. What is true strength? Is it the quiet mastery of oneself, the ability to remain steady when the world is unsteady, to choose virtue over impulse, and to act according to reason even when emotion demands otherwise?
The world mistakes strength for control. They believe that they are at peace when everything goes as they plan, but is it not so? If your peace depends on everything going right, that's not peace, that's control. Learning to be steady in uncertainty, that's real growth.
And yet, people seek this control in external things. They fear the loss of what was never theirs. You fear losing what was never yours. Nothing belongs to you but the journey.
A weak soul is like a city without walls, loud, proud, and easily conquered. But where does one find the fortress that fears no storm?
It lies not in the walls around us, but in the discipline within us. You will continue to suffer if you have an emotional reaction to everything that is said and happens to you. The first step to freedom is realizing. One of the most freeing moments is realizing you don't have to carry every expectation placed on you.
They believe they must appear perfect. Yet no one saw the nights you wanted to give up. No one heard the thoughts you wrestled with, but you made it, and that matters.
And now, the most important lesson. The goal is not to become emotionless. The goal is to feel every emotion, but choosing which to act on. That's the power. If it's out of our hands, it deserves freedom from our mind too.
Theory. The world demands action. Don't wish for it. Bleed for it. To become what you want to be, you must sacrifice who you are.
And that pain forges you. Man who's been through hell does not walk the same. He moves different. Once you've survived your hardest times on your own, you really don't care who stays in your life anymore, because you know you've got yourself.
Remember, in these battles, you've done hard things before, and you'll do them again. Self-doubt is just a voice. It is not the truth. And never forget, you can start over any time. Your day is not wasted. Your life isn't ruined. Take a deep breath and start over.
This is arrival. He who blames others has a long way to go on his journey. He who blames himself is halfway there. He who blames no one has arrived. The moment you are disturbed by insult or pleased by praise, you are still a slave.
Then let us fight. Not against others, but against the enemy within. The hardest prison to escape is the comfort that made you weak. Every man who falls to weakness once called it rest. Some wars you have to fight alone.
And so we walk our path. Every soul must one day walk a road where no map works, only trust. May the calm in you win over the chaos around you. For in the end, my friends, the past is gone. What you do now is everything.
The theory is nothing without practice. The true test of philosophy is in your life, right now. So, each of us has a challenge for you. Choose one, and for the next week, live it.
My challenge to you is this: the dichotomy of control drill. For one entire day, with every single disturbance, ask yourself, is this within my control or not? If it is not, work to accept it. If it is, take action. Your frustration is a signal that you are fighting reality. Stop trying to control the wind and learn to adjust your sails.
I challenge you to the morning obstacle meditation. When you wake up, do not groan about the day. Instead, say to yourself, I will meet with interference, ingratitude, and arrogance today. See the obstacles not as nuisances, but as the very training ground for your virtue. The obstacle is not in the way. The obstacle is the way. Prepare for it, and you disarm it.
My challenge is to practice poverty voluntarily. Set aside 24 hours where you live on the bare minimum. Simple food, no entertainment, no comforts you can avoid. This is not punishment. It is to prove to yourself that you can thrive without the things you fear losing. You are not poor from lacking things, but from craving them. Prove your wealth lies within.
My challenge is the simplest and the hardest. The unbending no. For 1 week, you will identify one thing you know is wrong, or weak, or a compromise of your character. It could be a gossip, a lazy excuse, a dishonest action, and you will refuse it, completely, without apology. Let them call you stubborn. Your integrity is not for negotiation. Let your no be no. 4 paths to the same destination. Inner strength. The choice is yours. The forum is your life. Begin.
The challenge is set. The path is clear. But the first and most important step is not a grand gesture. It is a simple, quiet decision. The decision to try, to watch your own mind for 1 day, to meet a single obstacle with a different spirit. You do not need to move mountains today. You only need to move your perspective. The strength they speak of is not a destination you arrive at. It is a muscle you build, rep by rep, choice by choice. Start with 1 rep. Today, what will your first one be?
I would not be beholden to a tyrant for his wrongs, for his acts are but favors he has stolen. The character of a man is not to be tested in the sunshine, but in the storm. An honorable death is better than a dishonorable life. He who is too much afraid of being despised is sure to be despised. I begin to speak only when I'm certain what I'll say isn't better left unsaid. Stand firm, and do not prepare yourself for what might happen, but for what you can make happen. It is not the punishment, but the cause that makes the martyr. A man of true strength does not complain about the age he lives in, but strives to improve it by his own virtue. Better to be without a kingdom than to rule through injustice. The best way to keep one's word is not to give it lightly. We must guard our liberty more fiercely than any tyrant guards his treasure. Pity is for the weak. A strong man offers justice, not tears. Do not ask for what you are not prepared to take for yourself. The first step to greatness is to be honest with yourself. Endure the pain of discipline, or suffer the pain of regret. A mind resolved is a fortress unto itself. He who fears death has already lost the life he clings to. Let them hate me, so long as they fear me. Virtue is its own reward, and needs no other. When the path is right, do not turn back because of the difficulty.
A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a living man. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. The bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling against adversity. You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire. Fire is the test of gold, adversity of strong men. He who is brave is free. We should always allow some time to elapse, for time discloses the truth. No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself. It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. Let all your efforts be directed to something. Let it keep that end in view. A man's as miserable as he thinks he is. The mind that is anxious about future events is miserable. It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable. Prosperity can come to the vulgar and to ordinary talents, but to triumph over the disasters and terrors of mortal life is the work of a great man. We are not given a short life, but we make it short, and we are not ill-supplied, but wasteful of it. The greatest remedy for anger is delay.
You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. The obstacle in the path becomes the path. Never forget, within every obstacle is an opportunity to improve our condition. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. Dig within. Within is the wellspring of good. It will ever bubble up, if you will ever dig. Be like the promontory against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it. Let not your mind run on what you lack as much as on what you have already. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing, because an artful life requires being prepared to meet and withstand sudden and unexpected attacks. It is a ridiculous thing for a man not to fly from his own badness, which is indeed possible, but to fly from other men's badness, which is impossible. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. The memory of everything is very soon overwhelmed in time. A key point to remember: the value of attentiveness varies with the object of our attention. So we should be focused on the task before us, to the exclusion of all else.
It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. No man is free who is not master of himself. If anyone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said, but answer, "He was ignorant of my other faults, else he would not have mentioned these alone." Man is disturbed not by things, but by the views he takes of them. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Skillful pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempests. Only the educated are free. Curb your desire. Don't set your heart on so many things and you will get what you need. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Practice yourself for heaven's sake in little things, and thence proceed to greater. Other people's views and troubles can be contagious. Don't sabotage yourself by unwittingly adopting negative, unproductive attitudes through your associations with others. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. The essence of philosophy is that a man should so live that his happiness shall depend as little as possible on external things. Keep your attention focused entirely on what is truly your own concern. Suffering arises from trying to control what is uncontrollable, or from neglecting what is within our power. If you wish to be a writer, write. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control.